leads, that raises the proportion of people in the workforce who buy in. Now this is interesting because when you look at the research on this, the best research on this was done by Charles O'Reilly. Well, it's a combination. There's the research on the performance implications come out of Amir Goldberg and Jesper Sorensen on our faculty, and the best research on this came out of Charles O'Reilly on our faculty and his student Jenny Chapman, who's a professor at Berkeley. What was interesting is they found that going in and looking very carefully at the work-related values of people who are working in companies, and then looking at the ones who are not aligned with the culture, you basically have 3 to 9 months. In a 3 to 9 month period, they will either change their work-related values and buy in. So that guy I was talking about earlier, Bob, he'll start getting the job done on time because he'll figure out, I got to do this. Or if they can't handle it, they'll leave. And so actually leaving, this point on leaving that came in, explicitly in Angela's and implicitly in yours, Paul Mickey, is actually a way to increase the strength of the culture. If they do stay, then you get socialization. So the ones who don't deselect stay, and now they're surrounded by people who buy in. Now, who of you has served in the military? So those of you who served, so I've never served, so first of all, thank you for your service. And I always admired my father and one of my brothers who served. But I always used to look with skepticism on my friends, a number of them, who enlisted and said, well, I'm going to enlist, but I'm not really going to convert. I'm not really going to become. And of course, you're a human. You're in a context. And for those of you who've served, what's your reaction to those people who say they're going to enlist, but they're not really going to convert? Is that possible?
I actually, before you even brought this up, I was thinking about several people that worked for me who I was kind of told that they were troubled people, that they would never buy in.
Yeah.
And I think that, and I mean, these people would even tell me that they just don't like what they do, they're getting out in a year.
Oh yeah, the quality of job's important too, let me put that in.
Yeah. And I think that at some point, like there may be some of that where somebody just doesn't really believe in what the military stands for, and so they end up just saying it's not for me. But the culture is so strong, and the teams that you build are so tight that it's hard not to, if you have a good culture, there are teams and organizations that don't. I think that eventually that just wears down, and then you kind of buy into everything that you're doing.
Yeah, that's interesting. And it's perfectly consistent with the research on this, and that's where the cultural strength part comes in. Because if it's a strong culture, that reinforces the strength of the socialization. And if nothing else, you must understand these processes. Because the things you do as a leader will shape what goes on in your organization, whether you're intending to or not. The criteria on which you hire will shape it, whether you're intending that or not. And who they're exposed to will affect it through socialization. I'm going to say one thing, and I'll go back to your hands. And this is a very important point, so please hear this. We're talking about selection on work-related values. You need to be very explicit about what we mean when we say that. Think about it. Look at you. You're actually all very similar on certain underlying values. In the sense that you want merit to win, you want to learn and advance and change the world. So there are certain values we really care about. And we work hard to socialize this idea that you're going to think big and scale and change the world. And we have to work hard on that because 50% we bring in 50% in one load every year. And we're bringing in 5 at a time. We wouldn't have to worry about explicitly selecting or worrying about explicit socialization techniques from leadership. We could just say to the 5, go join the other 395, and they'll convert you. Right? Which would be much more like that situation. But we bring in 50% of you every year, so we work very hard to make sure that we focus on explicit means of socializing.